Shalom and Shalom. Today we will start lecture 104. Have Islamic scholars become modern-day Al-Samiri? Because these are all Al-Samiri. Listen their fatwas, their YouTube channels. They're all Samiri. They are the illiterate of the Quran. In the last lecture, 103, we discussed golden calf. They follow our translators. They have followed all the biblical translation and they put Ajla, golden calf. So similarly, Quran explain over here who's the sovereign. And I will prove this thing that all the Islamic scholars or writers or Imam, they are all sovereign. And we need one Musa with the Quran to kick them out. They should be banned from the Islamic education because this is not a Quranic education, it is the education of their sect, their saint, their dead saint, their live saint, their sect. So this is a problem here, serious problem. And people are illiterate, mostly, even these ulama, they don't know the language of the Quran. 99.9% in Saudi Arabia and Pakistan and all that, they're all going on hadith. Fiqh, Mufti, Sheikh, Imam. And they're the contractor of the Islam. Okay, let me start. In the Quran, Al-Samri refers to the followers of Moses who during his absence attempted to establish their own Sharia laws based on their tradition. They are also demanding Sharia laws in London, here also. But nobody asked them what is the Sharia law. You have different Sharias. She has different Sharia. Ahmadi has different Sharia. Sunni has different Sharia. Wahhabi has different Sharia. Aha followers, they have different Sharia. What Sharia you want? This is not a Sharia. It's a luxurious business. It's a sacred business. Their followers, you know, who are giving them donations, zakat, sadaqat, they are poor people and they are living in a luxurious life. They are, look their vehicles, their cars. They are all parasitic leaders. In the UK, present-day religious Al-Samri are trying to implement their Sharia laws based on Hadith, tradition, and Sunnah, which contradict Quranic principle. The Sharia means the path, the road of the Quran, the way of the Quran. It is a matter of great regret that among the 57 countries, none have implemented true Sharia law. Why? Because they don't agree. Look on the moon sighting, they are fighting like a dog. For moon sighting, the expenditure of moon sighting almost, 7 or 10 lakh rupees for their dinner, for their entertainment. And they start Bismillah ar-Rahman ar seeing the moon. It's a matter of shame. The other nation they are trying to grow tomato, vegetable in the moon and they're sighting the moon. What a pathetic situation. And more regretful situation that they are using German telescope to watch to see the moon. And they are the Samiri, all are Samiri. How they can? They're not, their mosques are in different name, different sect. They converted the Allah into Sunni, Shia. They realized Sunni, Shia, Deobandi, Yamdi. 57 Islamic countries, none have implemented to Sharia law. Why are asking the British government or London or UK? Yet they are attempting to enforce their fabricated non-Quranic version of Sharia law in the UK. This is the point. They want to make more money. Interestingly, the question arises how will they implement Sharia law when each sect has its own sunnah? How will they reach an agreement, especially between Shia and Sunni, Hanfi, Malki, Shafi, Hanbal, on a single sunnah or a unified Sharia law, where their application are different, their azan are different, their way of fasting different. You know, the Shia they they go into coup or they make the sit on the stone. Their wudu start from the feet, where Sunni wudu start from the hand. What is this mess? What Sharia law? They're all Samri, the Quran is saying. How will they reach to an agreement? All these humbly, Shafi, and Quran is saying that if divide it into sect, you are a mushrik. Mushrik means you have a distraction in your minds. You are not unified. That person who has confusion or distraction in his mind is a shirk, is a mushrik. He is not satisfied. We shall begin the discussion of this lecture with verse 7142. وَعَدْنَا مُوسَى ثَلَاثِينَ لَيْلَةً وَأَتْمَمْنَاهَا بِعَشْرٍ فَتَمَّ مِيقَاتِ رَبِّهِ 40 لَيْلَةً وقال موسى لأخيه هارون أخلفني في قومي واصلح ولا تتبع سبيل المفسدين. So let me start from here. And we appointed Musa to handle the bad state of worries or darkness. Salasin Lanathani does not mean what they have translated 30 nights. Lalatun, not nights. Salasin mean the bad state of worries or darkness, bad state. Lalatun, anxiety, darkness of your mission. And when he completed by removing deficiency or worries, atamamnaha, he completed, he made the government, he gave them system. He established the system of the Quran in that society, moving all the deficiency and achieved the mayors of the community Bashara. He made the Quranic community one. They took 10 Ashratun. This is Bashara. within the set term appointed by his sustainer, Mikatun Rabbehu. You know, Masjid Mikat, in the olden days when people coming from for Hajj from Yemen, they stay over there, Mikat. Over they change their Haram and all these things, then they travel towards Makkah. This is historically I'm giving you. So he established this. Rabbehu, according to his you know, according to the according to the his cherisher, what instruction is he has given him or the Quranic foundation according to it he establishes. From the state of anxiety or predation to a state of competence and sufficiency. Arba'in, it doesn't mean 14 over here. So what Moses did and the Quranic Federation gave him the responsibility, he made the system, from darkness, from anxiety, from embarrassment, from the economical problem to the self-sufficiency, Arba'in. It doesn't mean and completed the period with 10 more. Thus he completed the term communication with his Lord 40 nights. Shame for them. Arba'in and Musa said to his like-minded buddy. Harun was not his biological brother. Akhi Innamul Mu'min were those people who agree on the constitution of the Quran. They are the brother and sister, not biological brother. He was a big leader, very great leader, Harun. To become my second in command or my minister of my nation. So what he did, he appointed the Harun that look, it is now in your hand, I'm leaving. May give the management. It doesn't mean a small, tribe. It's a big, it's a city or town where it was established. Second in command. Akhlafni fi qawmi. Successor. He is my successor. He went to Quranic Foundation or Quranic Federation of one because Federation will give some other mission. So he make it, Minister Harun and carry out the reforming and do not walk behind the people who follow the path of chaos and disorder. He gives the instruction to the Harun that in my absence, you are my successor now, so you should carry on this reforming for the betterment of the society. Follow the path of, do not follow the path. Wasila wa la tattabu sabilul muftadin. And make sure that these people they will not make the chaos or disorder, or they will follow the path of the chaos and disorder. So this was the instruction given to Harun by Musa, and he left. Then we appointed Musa to deliver you from the torment, anxiety inflicted by the oppressive system of Pharaoh. Look, again the same thing. The Quran is repeating in 251. And when we appointed, again, it's a repetition. Musa, in another shape, another form, representative to lead you out from the journey of anxiety, a state of embarrassment, darkness, difficulty, mediation, or the destruction caused by the Pharaoh's oppressive system. Again, the same. like I translation over here. From a state of anxiety or deviation, same thing, into a state of competence and sufficiency or buying. Then after this, you made hasty and immature decision for your personal and momentary gain. Like our political leader, like all our Samiri, the religious leader, they have their price, you buy that. And every leader has their price. So Ajal mean they were making that decision for momentary gain, gain or hasty decision to benefit themselves, just like today politics, what they are doing. They are all Sami. As a result, you were dislocated from your pivotal position in the Quranic principle. Pivotal position from the Quranic principle are become engaged in criminal activities when badahu antum zalimun. So what happened? Musa did the work, and when he left, zalimun means anything which will dislocate it from its original position or pivotal point in the zulm. If you put the wall as a guard of the sheep, it's a zulm. The, the wall will tear up the sheep. So the Quran says when he for their momentary gain, they dislocated from the pivotal position or the key position of the Quran. Corruption, evil, bribe, everything. And now all over 57 Islamic countries and all the religious and all 3.5 million mosques, they have been dislocated from the religion. They are doing the crime, the Zalimun, criminal. They are doing criminal activities. You cannot ask them any question. After the establishment of Quranic system by Moses, they were soon overwhelmed by personal benefits and desire as reflected in several books. So what they did again the Quran bring the same thing, but a little bit, you know, different shade. Here, ajal. Here, again the word ajal, but in different shade. And the nation of Musa after him, because he left and Harun was their successor, but what they did, overcome by embellishment, harim, hulliyam. Hulliyam means decoration, just like Eid, just like Holi, just like, you know, all the rituals, Shabrat, Eid Miladun Nabi. This is Hulliyam, to, to show to show themselves they are we are the big one. We have money. This is all. Momentarily gain or self-interest other than. Here the Quran added the word Hulliyam. Our life living fossil. All our religious leaders or Muslim leaders, they are all living fossils. And because of them, this nation is 2.5 billion, they are all living fossils. It took time. People and weak expression were coming from it. This mission, Lahu Khwarun, they have translated in the absence of their ornaments the image of calf for worshipping, and it seemed to Lord did they see not it could be neither speak to them. So they are saying they make the calf and he was giving different voices. So what does Jasadan mean that living fossil? Feeble and weak expression were coming from it. What is the system? If the system is based on dishonesty, it is, grief is coming from that. It becomes weak system. And that they did not perceive because they have their self-interest momentarily gained and that, you know, overwhelm their greed. They could not perceive what will happen for the coming generation. When Musa will come back, what the answer we have? Alam Yaru Anna. They did not and they did not discuss different affairs, secretly doing the deceit. They don't take the confidence of the people and not guide or lead them to the right profitable course of the life. Allah yadhim sabila. So three things happen after leaving the Musa. Alam yaruna, they don't perceive what will happen. Number two, they don't discuss the different affair which was the making problem. And the third, they did not give the show the or guide the right path to the people. And they were among those who dislocated from the right way. Attakhadu Kanun Zalimeen. Look here, silver, Kanun Zalimeen. Here, Kanun Zalimeen. So this society was controlled by the criminal people. All our Islamic countries were controlled by criminal leaders. They have been dislocated from the pivotal point of the Quran to the dynasty, to the democracy, to the dictatorship. That's it. It's a zulm. And that is why 75% people are feeling anxiety, they are living in fear, they are living in grief, they are living in, weakness, they have uncertainty. This is the reason. And these people are responsible. 75% people. Why? Because they start the struggle against them. Lesson in Allah. What you will do, you will get it. God will not help you. Allah will not help you. You have to help yourself. Then, when Moses returned from the Quranic headquarters, he was very angry with them, as described in verse 750. وَلَمَّا رَجَعَ مُوسَى إِلَى قَوْمِهِ غَضَبًا أَسْفًا قَالَ بِئْسَمَا خَلَفْتُنِي مِنْ بَعْدِي أَجْرَةً أَمْرًا رَبَّكُمْ وَلَّقَى أَلْوَاهَ وَأَخْذَ بِرَأْسِ أَخِيهِ فجعل إليها قال ابن إن لكم أستضعفوني وقعدوا يقتلوني فلا تشمت هي الأعداء ولا تجري مع القوم الظالمين. He was very angry and he come back. And what is the translation? When Musa come back to his people, angry and grieved, he said, "Evil it is that you have done in my place, in my absence. Did you make haste to bring on the judgment of your Lord?" He put down the tables. Look, he put down the table, seized brother by hair, his head, and dragged him and dragged him to him, Harun. So he hold the hair of his brother Harun and dragged him. Look, this is all Bible. O son of my mother. He is not a son of his mother. He was not biological brother of the Musa. So let me give you what happened on there. When Musa resumed the activities of his nation, he come back and take them in charge and resume their duties. He was intensely boiling or swelling or mantling of a blood and mind with mixed emotion of grief, regret, and lamentation. Ghadaban, Ghadaban, Asfan, Asfan, Yusuf, same, with regret. This Ghadaban, Rahman, the same, many years. He was very angry. He said, what poor and wicked kind of representation you have done in my absence. Kala Bisam, Khalfani min Badi, Khalifa, the same word. Khalaftumni. Why were you involved in your momentarily benefit against judgment of your sustainer? Adilatum amr rabbikum. Whatever I have given you, you should think about the people. Take care about your people. But instead of taking care of your people, you start collecting money, amassing money for yourself, for your momentary gain. You did not think about the future. Amre Rabbikum, your foundation order, decree, command, and in face-to-face meeting about mishandling, waraka, they mishandle in his absence the glistening and flashing principle of the Quran. It's not that he has this, what, yeah, he put down the tablets. It is not a tablets. Allah, glistening and flashing principle of the Quran. You did mishandle them. It does not mean Moses threw down this plates or whatever they're using the word, you know, tablets. They give you so wrong information. What this Bible is has written, you are following that. The same thing in Bible. There was no tablets at all. What it was over there, and face-to-face meeting about the mishandling, waraka, the glistening and flashing principle of the Quran. He holds the principle or the main the main responsible person for this crime is like-minded buddy or his minister Harun. وَأَلْقَى أَلْوَاهَا وَأَخَذَ بِرَأْسِ أَخِيهِ. It does not mean that he grabbed his hair from the head. No, whereas your mind is, he said to him, you are responsible. You are my successor. Whereas Akhia, like-minded, he dragged him in the investigation. Yajrahu alayhi. It doesn't mean he grabbed him from the beard or from the head. No. He started the investigation. He called every person. He dragged him in the investigation. He, Harun, said, "O my learned, or architecture of my central party leadership, Kala ibn al It doesn't mean, oh brother of my my mom. No. On the central part, the central leadership. I have given you the central leadership in my absence as a successor. Call either framework of the central leadership I have given you. It does not mean, oh, brother of my mother. No. Kala Ibn fundamental, framework, architecture. Home. Mother is a central leadership in the home. It's a beautiful nation. So Musa told him that I have given you the central rule, or you are the framework, or you are the architecture of this nation. Why did it? Indeed, the people consider me weak. What he answered? He answered, indeed, the people considered me weak and were about to insult me. In the Qawmi Astada'ufuni. I did it. I stopped them. I did my best, but they considered me weak because they are a majority and our people are a minority. And do not make my enemies rejoice over my disgrace. Harun told me, don't insult me. They are happy now that Musa is taking care about him. He said, look, what a nice thing. He said, I was weak. They were about me. And do not make my enemies rejoice over my disgrace. وَلَا تَشْمَتُ بِي الْأَذَى. And do not count me or place me with the people who have been dislocated from the pivotal position. I'm not responsible. I was weak, and don't insult me in front of them. With the people who have been dislocated from the pivotal position. I did not do وَلَا تَجْعَلْنِي مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. I was not with them. They dislocated from the Quranic principle for their personal benefit. And Musa kept quiet, and Musa asked them, what caused you to make hasty and immature decision for your personal and momentary gains? Then he asked them, when Nu, when Harun gave his explanation, then he listened to him. He's right. So then he asked them, وَلَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ مُوسَى بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ ثُمَّ أَتَخَذْتُمُ الْعِجْلَ مِنْ بَعْدِ وَأَنْتُمْ ظَالِمُونَ. And indeed, Musa came to you with clear and solid arguments or manifesto. Musa asked them, I have given you the clear argument, manifesto, solid orders, but then you took hasty and immature decision for your immediate personal benefit the other. It doesn't mean come after him, Badi. And you were dislocated from the pivotal position of the Quranic principle by committing the crime against the society. Wantum zalimun. All our Islamic religious leader or political leader or government rulers, they are all zalimun. They have been dislocated from the pivotal constitution of the Quran. They have their own constitution. And you know what they are saying? 2.5 billion Muslims? Inshallah. They put all the blame on Allah. They are not responsible. Whereas they are not implementing His Quran, and they make responsible to Allah. They don't want to take the responsibility. And then they say, Jazakallah, MashaAllah, Jazakallah. All these are parasite. The leadership of the Quranic Federation questioned Musa, why did you hasten ahead and leave your people without guidance? Look, accountability for Musa. Quranic Federation asked him, why you left them so early? وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مِنْ قَوْمِ يَا Musa. And what caused you to hasten ahead of your people, O Musa? Why you left them so early? You should stay over there if you know the situation. He responded, I was satisfied that they were following my footsteps. I was satisfied, and moreover, I put my successor Harun, he is an intelligent leader, and I hurried to you for further guidance. What is the next program? Or what is the next mission for me? And to please and satisfy you. And I want that you should be satisfied with my performance. قال هم أولاء على أسري وأجلة عليك رب لترضي. He said, they are following my footprints closely. I was sure. Al Asri, closely. Therefore, the only reason behind it, I approached you hurriedly for guidance. Okay, what is next? My sustainer, my boss, my head of the Quranic state, my foster, to satisfy you from my performance. Latardi, I have come to you for further discussion for future program, and I also want to show, look, I did the beautiful job, and you will be happy from my performance. Look, this is the thing. The boss of Musa said to him, go back to your people, because Samri has, I have, Al-Samri had lead them astray. He misguided them. Al-Samri had misguided them. So go back. قال فإنا قد فتنا قومك من بعدك وأضلهم السامي. He said, but indeed we think your nation is in turmoil after you left them. قال فإنا قد فتنا قومك من بعدك. And gossiping or evil speaking person has lead them astray. وَأَضَلَّهُمْ الْسَامِرِينَ. All these religious leaders, they are all Samri. They will not allow you to come back to the Quranic education. They mislead you for the Sunnah, for the praying, for the Hajj, for the Umrah, for Hassan, Hassan, and there is a Sahaba Ikram, and Hadith. They mislead you. So all these leaders now, whether they are religious, whether they are political, they are giving stories. They misguided you. Then Moses came. When Moses reached over there, Moses' question is like-minded buddy Harun about the cause of this turmoil. Investigation was there. I brought this over here from different surah to make the continuity. Why Musa went back? Because the Quranic Federation asked him to go to your people because there is a turmoil over there. There is a summary. He misled all the nation. Moses' question is like-minded Bani Harun about the cause of this turmoil. This is 29. Again, the Quran give in a very, in a good shape or different shape. What is this? This Kala ya banuni la ta'khudul بحليتي ولا براسي إني خشية أن تكون فرقة من بين إسرائيل ولم تركب قولي. Harun replied, O son of my brother, seize me not by my beard, not from the hair of my head. Why, why Musa should grab him from the head or from the beard? They want to prove you that there is a beard in Islam. That is the reason they all have this beard. He responded, Harun, O architecture of my central party again, Kala ya Banumi. And here the Quran has used the word, same thing Quran has used here. I'll show you. Look, Kala ibn same. Here, Kala ya Banumi. Lot of same thing. My central party leadership. ولا براسي إني خشية أن تقولوا فرقة بيني وبين بيني بين إسرائيل ولم تركب قولي. He responded, O architecture of my central party leadership, do not accuse me. لا تأخذوا بالحيث and not strike on my head or injure my mind. And they are saying, look, Harun replied, O son of my mother, seize me not from my beard. And another, Ibn Kasir Tafsir, Musa sees the beard of Harun and Harun sees the beard of Musa. But it means I have given lahiyati. It's a genitive feminine noun. It signifies tree bark or peel off or insult or to rebuff or to abuse. So I will use insult or rebuff. Indeed, I worried. Strike on my head or injure my mind. Don't disturb me. Indeed, I worried you would say what you would say, that I caused the friction between the framework of the leadership of Bani Israel. This leadership, look, I already explained you, Israel mean, Bani Israel mean the honorable leadership, bad leadership for both, the framework of the leadership. It does not mean children of Israel or Israel. Israel, the word Israel, they have borrowed or they have stolen, they have copied from the Quran. Bani Israel mean the framework of the leadership that could be just like in Pakistan. Nawaz Sharif, Zardari, and others, they are the leader, and some are good leader. So the Quran used for both good leader or bad leader, but they are prominent. Leadership, and what he said, that I caused the friction between the framework of the leadership. I have created the sect, fraction, divided the nation. So this is a heinous crime. Harun told him that why I was not so harsh, because I was afraid that this nation will divide, this leader will divide it into two groups. And he's a sheikh. That is why I didn't do it. I wait for you. I keep quiet. Leadership. Faraktu baina Bani Israel. And you did not honor my word. And then you will say, why you made a fraction or made a different party in my absence. Look how Quran and all these mosque, Islamic leader, religious leader, they have their own sect. They have their own mosque. Where what Quran is saying, it is a great crime. And Harun did not know it. He kept quiet. And they are, look, Imam Jafar, Shia. In Shia there are also Ismaili Shia, Sunni. This is what the crime. Harun is saying crime it is. Then Moses asked Al-Samiri, what is your motive behind this action? He, he realized that all this leader is a Samiri. We have so many Samiri, 3.5 million mosques, they are all Samiri sitting in the and delivering the sermon. They're all Samiri. Moses inquired, what is your rational doing for all these things? Give me the reason. Why you did it? Look the language Quran used. The great Moses, what was his statement? Making hasty decision for your momentarily benefits of somebody. Give me the reason. And what is the reason? He responded, 2096. Kala Basrat Bima Lam Yabsaru Behi وقبضت قبضه من أصل الرسول ونبذ طه كذلك سبلت لنفسه. This word kabada, this is just like Makbuza Kashmir, we are saying in Urdu. Same word. So what he said, I perceived what they did not perceive. Look, the same thing all the religious people are saying. I have very good vision, perception, and they're fighting to each other. I have perceived what they did not perceive it. Kala basaratu bema lam yabsaru bihi. So I grabbed part from the complete footprint of the message of the Quran. What we are going to look, he used the word of Quran. Same thing they are using. They are using the word of Quran, but all their praying, their azan, their durood, their everything, Hajj, Umrah, and Aftar, this is non-Quranic. But they use the word Quran. Footprint of the message of the Quran. Kabatatun min Asr Rasul, the message of the Quran. Al Rasul, proper noun, message of the Quran. So I discarded it. I said I have taken, I can use it like that. And thus I did what my conscience or self suggested me. I have done it. Also said, get lost, then we complete social boycott of our side 20 to 97. And the social boycott, in the Quran you will not find any punishment, any jail, what they were doing. Any person who is doing the wrong thing or bad activity or evil activity, the society boycott, social boycott. قال فاذهب إن لك بالحياة أن تقول لا مساس إن لك موعد لا تخلفه وأنظر إلى إلهك الذي زلت عليه عاكفا لنحركن ثم لنفسكنه في أليم نسق. He said, go away or get lost from here. Don't come in our society or our system. Indeed, there is a complete lifelong social boycott for you, and you do not touch or involve in our social setup. Lakafi hayat till our life. Antagulu namasasan. Don't involve in our activities. Must. And has been selected for you plenty. What plenty? You will never back behind. You will not come in our affair. This is your punishment. You will not come. Takhlafu, we have given you successorship, we have taken back. You are no more our successor. Khala, Khalif. And ponder upon by using your two lenses of eyes to send the message to your mind. Just think what you have done. Use two lenses of your eyes to send the message of, look what the Quran is saying. Check your mind what you have done. Look the situation. Your eyes are seeing, and what you are observing. Send this message to your mind. What you did with this nation of your selfish desire. Wanzura laika ilahaka. This ilahaka means you worship your desire. You worship your emotion. You did not think about the people. This is ilahaka. That which has covered and debarred you from the Quranic law. Allazi zaltu alayhi akafan. You left the Quran for your promotion, for your greed, for your beneficial. Surely we will scorch the Harakannahum, get it from there, then reduce to the dust. We don't want to take your any suggestion. For us, it's like a dust. Overwhelmed upon it. We have the sovereignty upon it. And by uprooting out from the roots, we have rooted out from our society. Get lost from here. So this was the summary. So now look, in Islamic world, 2.5 billion Muslims, you are being controlled by all these summaries. They are sitting in the mosque, they are sitting in the Kaaba, they are sitting in the Barga, they are sitting in all mosques, they are sitting on the shrine. So they are all summary. There's no Quran over there. There's all these, this Sharia, their own their man-made laws. So this is the meaning of Islam. So now consider, leave them. They are misguiding you. They are, they are all storytellers. They are giving you lollipop. They are giving you lollipop, the Jannah, and then food, and then Jannatul Firdaus. And Allah is unhappy with you. You give them the money, Allah will be happy. So this is always their word. They say only 4 or 5 words. Worship God, pray 5 times, go for Hajj, fear of Allah, fear of hell. This is all summary. Look, Moses did not give him a punishment, just social boycott, the best. And the nation was united. So what we should do, we should boycott 2.5 billion Muslims. They should boycott all these Samaris. When you will not go to them, their all mosques, their shrines, or their Islamic center, they will be washed away. It is you who made them the Samari. You don't ask them question. Thank you very much.